Hey, what's up everyone? This is Double Down and I'm back with another video. So today I want to try something a little different. I want to try an interactive video to simply explain what blockchain is, and maybe with the interactive videos some users can understand a little bit better than me just explaining what it is. So let's get started. Basically what blockchain is simply blocks of information that are stored in a chain, and they're stored in a consecutive order, which is basically called the blockchain. So what does each of these blocks consist of? Of course, each block consists of data, but it also consists of a hash. Every time a block is created, it creates a unique code, and that unique code is called a hash. People also refer this to as a fingerprint because each block is very unique, that it cannot be changed, or the same block cannot be created twice. That's why they call it similar to a fingerprint. So when a block is created, it creates a hash. A hash is a unique code such as 331080009. Now, once a new block of information is added to the chain, its primary goal is to check the previous hash to make sure that it fits in properly. So what it needs to do is say, hey, my hash number is 331080010. I need to make sure that the previous one ends in a 009. So once that happens, then this block is fitting right into place, and it says I'm valid because the person in front of me is a 009 and I'm 010. Now, when a new block is created, it does the same thing. It looks at the block in front of it, which the new block is 010, and it checks to make sure it's 010 and then adds itself, which is 011. And that occurs for every single block in the blockchain, and that's one of the security measures that make sure that there's nothing altered in between and that everything is a line. So let's see exactly how it works. Blockchain is basically a decentralized network. It works on a peer-to-peer network, which means no one person has control of the entire network. Every single person on the network has a say-so or an equal right to verify all the transactions. Each person on the network is called a node. So nodes basically verify the transactions. As we just saw in the previous slide, basically every block verifies the previous block, but a network verifies that as well. So multiple networks verify it simultaneously and say that, hey, this block can be added because multiple people checked and said that this was a valid block. So basically, a data is trying to be added to the blockchain, and what it does is once it's received, it sends it directly to all the nodes. And what happens is once all the nodes receive it, they verify the transaction. Once they verify the transaction, it basically says, you know, you're good. This one is good as well. My side is good, and then this side is good. And remember, there's not just 1, 2, or 3 computers. There are multiple nodes on the network. So multiple people are verifying it at the same time, which brings it back to the security standpoint where it's very, very difficult to try to scam multiple nodes at the same time. So basically, let's say that somebody tried to alter the data. What happens is as soon as a data or a block is altered, it gives itself a new fingerprint because no block alike can be the same. So once anything is changed, immediately the hash is changed. Once the hash is changed, it throws off the entire network because it checks the previous hash. So let's give you an example right here. If the previous hash was 331080010, somebody altered the new block, that block has a completely different code. So that code could be 331080014. Now, when it checks the previous block and says, hey, I'm supposed to be 10 and the next one's supposed to be 11, but it's 14, it denies the entire rest of the order of the chain. So from this point on, everything will be invalid. As you can see, it'll throw off 14 to 11, will not work anymore. So now what happens is when the data goes through, it goes similarly being sent to all the nodes. And once it's being sent to all the nodes, they verify it and they say, hey, this is all wrong because we have somebody that altered the block and immediately stops that block from being added to the chain. And that's, again, going back to the security standpoint, where it's very secure in that it immediately stops that transaction. And as a result, it's very secure and many uses in the corporate world because it's efficient, cost effective, and just simply does a very good job. There are new upgrades coming to the blockchain, such as smart contracts, and we're going to talk about smart contracts in another video, but technically that is basically the blockchain and how it works, just simply explained. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys like that video, please like, please subscribe, comment, and hit that notification button so you guys know exactly when I post a video. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.